Hey, you all. This is your girl, Fire. And I am with Jim Bonus from across the street. And I have with me, there's so many here that I didn't meet, but I have with me, what's your name? Ariel. Erin, right here. I'm loving her look, her style, finding out she's a singer, and I'm looking for a singer, but she don't live here in Portland.
I got my own identity. I'm a child of the king of royalty. My father is king on the throne. He tells me to him I belong. How can I doubt who I be when my DNA says I'm royalty?
What is good?
Because I'm used to having somebody there like...
I'm here today with Fire. How are you?
I am awesome. I'm
Look at
good.
what
I'm
we got.
good. Look at that. I know, isn't that, it's like fire.
We're at McMinimans too. We get chopped in.
Man, this is nice.
Isn't it great?
Yes, it is.
This is great.
It even feels good.
It's like
It really
warm right
does.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Hi, Fire. How are you?
I am doing well. I'm enjoying life, actually, regardless of challenges. But
I just showed the clip before the beginning of this episode of you performing at the event that we just did. What was it, Friday?
oh no, Sunday.
Or Sunday, yeah.
Sunday.
Of you singing I Got My ID.
You like that
So,
song?
I love it.
I
It
got
was
my
fun.
identity. I got my own identity.
Me and Craig was rocking out. We enjoyed it. Super fun time. Super fun time. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that event, just because it was just current, and again, like the little 5 minutes we had prior to this, I told her how much of a great, low-key, exciting experience the whole thing was. Visually, vibe, everything was perfect.
I'm so glad to
Yes.
hear that. That's really, really good news. You know, that is an event that I host once a month. It's going into my 4th year. It's called the Last Laugh Sunday, okay? So every last Sunday of the month, you know, I host a variety, which is singing, music first, and comedy. This time I switched it and had 4 comedians first go up because the lineup of artists was, we just, you know, you don't want to break that. It was amazing. So, and where it was this time, I'm kind of a pop-up because I don't have a stable, consistent place. But for the winter, I'm hoping that the House of Sarcasm and I, you know, we're going to collaborate and we will be there. Now, that's where we were, which you can Google the House of Sarcasm.
Yo, the place visually, the vibe. I didn't know if I was like in an episode of Grimm.
I know.
Or like just classic Portland home, and the owners, fantastic people, really, really pleasant.
It is in the Weird Homes for Portland. They have been on TV.
Okay.
They are an Airbnb at the same time. The backstory to the basement, to where people was like, ooh, right? Which was a perfect place for Halloween. My first time performing there was like, I was really, I was scared, I'm not gonna lie. I was really
Like
freaked
visually
out.
scared?
I was feeling like maybe I'm in hell, I shouldn't be here, am I gonna be in trouble for this? But one of the things that helped me was I had to talk to Chuck, the owner. I asked him, I just need to know the backstory. And one of the things that I've learned in life is if you know someone's backstory, you see someone with a bunch of pins, you see someone a bunch of whatever that's different from you and you're not used to seeing that, the first thing, instead of being biased and know their backstory. And that's one of the things that I love doing, is going up and talking to people. So his backstories, they're rock stars, and it had a lot to do with, you know, different things. I mean, I can't remember everything,
Sure.
right? So the different components, but they're a rock group. They're also artists, and hopefully that we keep this going, they're gonna be able to play for us, you know what I'm saying, do a little something, something themselves. So it is nothing to do with, in my mind, and then I had to get used to skulls because I was so scared of skulls. It's like, oh my God.
I'll share the photo that I took there. I took
Okay.
I love lamps and lighting and textiles.
Right.
And they had a lamp there with a very nice textile over it that I took a photograph of, and there's little skulls that you mentioned.
Yes.
I'll show that photo right.
And so I
right
had
there.
to like come up out of so much that I've been always scared and spooked about in life, you know. You take the skin off of us, that's what we look like, period. You
And
know?
we're here at speaking of spooky, we're here.
Yeah.
The place is supposedly haunted. So.
Well, as we're speaking of, and I have been inside years ago. There is this elevator in there with so many eyes in it, and you just get this creepy feeling, even walking down the halls and everything. You know, I was working for Cunningham Research, and so we did a research here. And so it being able to be inside, it just does have that feeling.
That vibe to it.
Yeah, it has that vibe.
Well, we were kind of joking a little bit how, you know, most of the guests pick a spot that's important to them, and they're from the Northwest or wherever. You're not from the Northwest.
No.
Came here. She's been here. You've been here long enough, though.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
Yes,
I mean, like, you've
definitely
been
been here long enough.
Yes.
Definitely.
The roots are strong here, not only family and a lot of your work.
Yes. A lot of my work is rooted here.
She does
for
1,000 things. I was blown away between just like the one switching of gears to another of the things that she does. I brought you a gift.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
only way you can get them is you come on the show. You get yourself an official Across the Street tee. So you're laced out. You can crop top it, cut it off, do whatever you
You
want
know
to.
me, you know
Some
I'm
of the
like-
girls have been pretty crafty with it. Shouts to Lady X.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
No, I appreciate you coming on the
Yes,
show.
I like that.
But
And
again,
it's
to the
rated black.
millions of things that you do, which one is your favorite out of all of them, I guess? I know you like performing.
Yeah. My healing garden.
Healing Garden. Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
My healing garden.
Why don't you tell us a little about the Healing Garden?
It's something that through me, I've always wanted a house, right, to where in my backyard, stuff like this with big statues of different, like, angels and, you know, or kids or different animals and just flowers for healing, for meditation, you know. But I did not realize I didn't have the house, so it just started developing one thing after another, and it builds. And so what it is right now is it developed to the point to where people are invited to come and be a part of the healing garden. So a water ceremony is involved in it. Everything, all the tools.
Ooh, what's a water ceremony? That sounds
It's
fun. That sounds fun.
But what it is, it's your. I just had a client yesterday that came out and wanted to experience it. What it is getting out your current. It's using water. You know, churches baptize you.
Sure.
But if our words are powerful, if what we speak and what we see, and we speak that, manifest that, then using water, they've learned that the body is 95% water, okay? Water has memory, okay? So one of the things about speaking into the water, you have 2 glasses, and one of the things you first do is one word, whatever you may be going through, whether it's fear, procrastination, loneliness, you know, stay focused on that, you know, whether you need to forgive somebody. So you speak that into the water. My current situation is forgiveness. My current situation is I can't seem to forgive, da-da-da-da-da. My current, you get it all out, right? And you stay focused on that. You transfer that water into a fresh glass.
Ooh.
I have this oil that says I matter. So you transfer it, sit it there, get the oil, smell it, start seeing yourself in that I am. Because everything you just spoke out is no more. So now you're going to speak into the water. Yes, by lit candles, you know what I'm saying? I have little things that's going on at the same time.
She's like being charged.
Okay,
by the
I am. I
fire.
really
I know
am.
that.
So one of the best parts of it, and this is what I always love, is when a person's I teach them, what the Spirit through me teaches them to use their words and say, my desired situation is, I'm not afraid. My desired situation is, I am. It's always, I am. Not I want to be, not I will, but you take control and the power within yourself,
Sure.
okay?
We're having a little
And
interview here
so-
with the world famous. No, yeah.
You know, and so, you should have bought 2 of those. Ooh, So anyway, that is awesome. So yeah, so that's one of the things is seeing people, and I want to share this. This is one of the things, and even my granddaughter has come to did the water ceremony. She wanted to see one of her favorite artists in New York. So I was like, okay. She did it. 2 weeks later, she was in New York seeing him. She's like, Nana, it worked. But what really, and I was like, okay, but I had a female, a lady, especially African Americans, because, sometimes us as blacks, we're so spooked about so many things that has to deal with our own history and our ancestors, that we have been taught that it's all wicked and evil. The earth, nature is wicked and evil if you have a relationship with nature, and I say that's crazy. She couldn't rest. She came, I want to know what it's about. My son was murdered, and I have not been able to rest. There's no justice. They won't even pick up and reinvestigate. So we sat down. So she did. Her current situation was her son. She spoke it all out, did the transformation. She spoke my desired situation. There is justice. They do find the killer, and I will get rest. She saw me a few weeks later, and like, there you are, and said, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It worked. It worked. And she had tears in her eyes with a witness and her friend saying that they found the killer of her son. I said, have you been able to rest? This is the kicker. She said, no. And I said, why? She said, because the killer, we know him. I'm not ready to forgive. When I am, I'll come to you. Your words, your visualization, what you believe and what you speak, the quantum physics manifestation, instead of pleading, please help me do this, Lord, please show me that. What? You have dominion, power, and authority. So that's the favorite part of my life, is being a motivational speaker.
That's great. I love your lives. Every time you go Facebook Live, you're always on there with something positive, making somebody smile or giving compliments, or, you're doing something great. So
Thank you.
Again, the event was awesome. Had a great time. I like you did a great job. The mixing of the comedians, I feel like, with the rap was just something dope.
It's been a good thing ever since I combined them, because I am a singer-songwriter. And, and people are going, what are you doing? I'm not a comedian. But, okay, so it's a spin-off church. My show is a spin-off of Sunday.
Totally.
The reason it is.
Was his name Alex, one of the comedians? The tall wizard.
Oh, that was Hewitt.
Hewitt. There you go. Shouts to Hewitt.
I can never say his last name.
Me
Pat,
either.
but I know it's a long name, but
he was super funny. He was super funny. I really dug his stuff.
Yes,
he was good.
he really
All
is.
of them were great, but he was like one of the.
Yeah.
And then who was the gentleman that got to play the guitar for us that night?
That is Monche Davis.
Holy goodness.
That goes also known as Mr. Dragonfly.
Producer of the year.
He is
amongst
amazing.
Wow.
Yes.
That in itself was worth way more than $10.
He's been with me, exactly. Thank you for saying that.
Wow.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And he's been loyal and dedicated with me for a year now.
Oh, for a whole.
Yeah, he's
wow.
a house. He's station. He's part of it, and that's what I'm looking for. People that can be there and just all of us together put on a show once a month, and then we have a couple guests.
That was great energy. Everything about the whole night, just a mix, between hip hop, comedy, and then his like blues R&B stuff. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and then me with the spiritual.
Yeah.
I'm looking for improv, and I'm looking for dancers.
Great shout outs to your son, Mr.
Yes.
Dub.
Yes.
He did a great job holding it down that night too.
Yes.
All night long behind the.
And entertaining at the
entertaining
same time.
at the same time. So,
Yes.
yeah. Tacos were great.
Yes.
Tacos were
It gives
great.
the vendors a chance, to get out and, give them an opportunity, to make themselves a little money at the same time and get people to know who they are, our local vendors in the community at the same time.
Right. A lot of that going. Do you find yourself in local circuits then with vending with your business?
I am a vendor.
So you do. You're out.
Yes, I'm out there also. Pop-up markets, I'm vending. I have a purple tent. So my healing garden is all
Actually,
purple.
didn't I run into you at, we've run into a couple times now when you've been popped up. Were you at the Kid Fresh?
Yes.
Kid Fresh.
Definitely.
We ran in.
Yes.
Sure.
I was a vendor.
That's right.
Yes.
During the Kid Fresh episode.
And that's
there.
when I met
Yeah.
Josh Fowler.
Josh, same. Okay. He
Yeah.
came down the next day or whatever, right?
Yep, he came the next day, and we were right next day, and he did my flyers and got with
He
him
does amazing
immediately.
logo work.
He does, but you see my last flyer for this show. He didn't see that. He did it.
He did it?
He did it.
Oh, great.
Yes,
Shouts
he
to
did.
Josh. All
Shout
right.
out to Josh. Definitely.
All right, yeah. We were friends on Facebook the last couple of weeks, and I've been noticing some of his work. He does really impressive work.
He is
He's really
good.
super talented.
Very affordable,
Great.
very patient. He's awesome.
Yeah.
He really is.
So what's next for you then? What do you got next on the agenda? I know you're doing this monthly.
Yes.
Anything else that we can expect from Fire?
Well, I am also with a yes.
One of many things. I don't know what's next, but
Well, what's next right now is I'm also, as an actress, I am with the Writers Row, which is a Zoom. We are cyber theater, so some is in Atlanta, we're all over, the different places, but we come together every Sunday. So now we're getting ready to do a radio broadcast of our theater production called Cause and Effect.
Ooh.
Yes, and Sister Colleen Muhammad is the one that wrote it first, 20 minutes. It was a little quick skit. But what she did was gathered up a lot of people, and we developed it, and it's about a 2-hour production now. And so we all had a part in writing and developing our characters. And so now we're going to do a radio. We had friends and family listen to us 2 weeks ago, did a little test run,
How'd it go?
and got feedback.
Got feedback? Did it go
We
good?
got pretty good feedback,
Nice.
We just have to work on the audio, and stuff like that. But
Audio's
it was
important. Audio's important.
very important. So, yeah.
Get yourself a set of these Rhodes mics, believe it or not. These are fairly affordable, $400.
Oh, yeah?
7 hours record time, wireless, plug and play kind of stuff. Really easy. Kind of transformed my entire show. So.
All right,
Very
all
nice.
right. So, yes.
Okay, so we're doing that. You're going to be on TV, making movies, bending, singing, hosting events. You're a cook.
I do have a YouTube, Cooking with Fire. Yeah.
I'm going to add the link for Cooking with Fire definitely in my YouTube link below.
Okay.
So.
And I also have a podcast, Facebook podcast with another female, Lenore Hall.
Okay.
And it's called Through the Lens of a Queen and an Empress. And so we both have our crowns, and it's a lot of wisdom. We talk about different things in life. It first started out with dating, and why men don't ask women out to date anymore. And, it started that way. So now we went on to family. Should the younger, the older one parent the younger one, and things like that. And so it's a really, self-help, family type of a pot show that we do.
You need help dating? I know I do.
I'm done dating.
That's awesome. You're into so many things. Once again, all of your children are super talented too. I can't express enough how happy I am to finally met you person.
Thank you.
And get a chance to do this. I know we've been talking about it. You want to give any shout outs or any love before we get out of here? Any special PSAs or prayer message, whatever you want to do, girl. It's all you. It's all you, Fire.
One of my things I like to tell everybody basically is know who you are more than anything. Because if you don't know who you are, your limits, your behaviors, and everything about yourself, not your friends or what they doing, not doing, or anything like that. Who are you? Get in touch, get acquainted, build a relationship with yourself so you can find out how amazing you are. Do you know? And no matter what comes against you, no matter the challenges, know within yourself that you do not have to accept labels and titles, what anybody else put up on you, because you know who you are. It is so important. That is the best thing I could tell anybody, to just take time. It is so important to just take 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes of just meditation. It's be mindful of your mind and not mindful of a bunch of stuff, always thinking. And your mind is a muscle. It never gets a chance to relax or exercise. Only way you're going to help yourself is through some form of meditation.
Makes me want to go home and meditate a little bit.
It's important. And there's no certain way. A lot of people's like, oh, I'm not going to do all this. No. You don't need to. Just find a time for yourself.
There you go. Sit in your car. Sometimes
sit in a car. Come out. Yeah. Man, just you let your thoughts be of nothing but wanting, be purposeful and saying, I want this time for my mind.
White Tiger IPA.
The White
White
Tiger
Tiger.
IPA. You ever had one of those?
No, never heard of it.
You want one?
Why not?
Yeah, all right.
Yes.
Well, we might have to do that then.
Yes.
F.I.A, if there's ever anything I can do for you in the future, please reach out to me. Let me know. I'll do whatever I can do to help you. But until then, little knuckles, and we will see you soon. Okay?
Yes.
Actually, we're gonna get that beer. I'm definitely gonna get that beer.
I just want to say one thing.
Sure.
What you just said about finding yourself,
Yes.
that's the smartest thing I've heard all day, and I truly believe it.
Wow. Thank you.
I don't want to put her on the spot, but how old do you think this woman is? It'll blow your mind.
I don't want to get slapped.
Yeah, don't get slapped.
Oh,
yeah.
you wouldn't.
I'm thinking late 30s.
Perfect. You nailed it, my friend. You freaking nailed it. Nailed it.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Perfect.
Don't be sorry. Should we tell him?
Tell him.
Double that.
Double that? Late
60,
60s?
61.
60, well, that's not late 60s. That's early 60s.
Well, you said 30, so you add another 30.
Yeah.
That's 60, right?
Yeah, you're right.
That's what it is. And that's, yes. And he was like, I don't want to put you on the spot, but a lot of people.
She was like, go ahead,
I
say it.
was like, I don't
Boast me
care.
out. Boast
You
me
know,
out.
it's all right. It's all right. It doesn't stop the young ones from still paddling at me. I haven't lost any of my youth.
Well, let's go wander in the bar and see if we can get someone to buy you a beer.
Ooh, okay, let's do that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
On your table, show you God is good and able. I am thankful, I am grateful, 'cause I know my God is able.